Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening and watching. This is Nefertiti, aka Yogi Lifter Nef, and this is day 14 of the self-love journey, my self-love journey, our self-love journey. And today we're continuing to discuss issues surrounding self-love, and today's topic is narcissism. Now, just to give you a little heads up, I just recently got out of a 6.5-year relationship with a textbook narcissist, and it was not an easy experience, but I felt it was necessary for me because I learned a lot. Now, psychologists define narcissism as an excessive or erotic interest in oneself and in one's physical appearance. And narcissists tend to exhibit traits of selfishness, thinking that they're bigger and better than they are, that sense of grandiosity. They need constant approval. And the narcissist will even compromise their relationships, their good judgment, and their self to get this approval. They're typically people that are attachment related. And what I mean by that is they need to have a lot of stuff around them. Whether that's money or clutter or shoes or animals or whatever. Usually they need to have a lot of organization around them because that's how they get their power. Because narcissists are not able to cultivate that power from within because of the personality flaw that narcissism is, okay? It's just a huge, huge block to self-love. Now, I believe that anybody can change if they're willing to do the work. Now, narcissism is one that's really, really interesting because it stems from childhood, like a lot of our other beliefs. But with narcissism, it's not something that is very conscious all the time. It's very subconscious. And so you do things to feed this subconscious belief, creating more and more of a closed heart, of a frozen heart, and cultivating more of an ego sense of self rather than a true sense of self, which comes from spirit. Okay? You have to have some sort of connection spiritually to cultivate authentic self-love. That has been my experience. And with narcissists, they tend to try to cultivate this self-love from externals. Their relationships, the things that are around them, all suffer as a result of this inability to take responsibility for yourself and get your life if you are a narcissist. Now, I'm going to offer 3 solutions, if you will, steps to I don't want to say healing narcissism because I don't really think there's a cure. I think that you definitely need to be aware if you are a narcissist or if you're in a relationship with a narcissist. And you can definitely augment your behavior and your relating patterns to make life easier for you. If you're dealing with one or if you are one. So my first suggestion is to be aware, just the awareness and acceptance of the fact that you have these narcissistic tendencies and that you're creating this false self. So that's the first step, just to be aware of that, that the things, the situations in your life are all feeding this false self. All right. So the next step is going to be to get professional help, whatever that means for you. That can be in the form of therapy, spiritual life coaching, which is what I do, and be committed to doing the work because this is going to take a lot of work. Like I said earlier, narcissism stems from childhood and a deep, deep inadequacy of self that's subconscious. So you definitely need help, with this. You need an objective third party so that they can help you identify what is self-love and what is narcissism. Okay. And this could be for you or the other person. And keep in mind that a narcissist has to want to get help. Okay. Just like any other addictive behavior or personality disorder, the narcissist has to want to get the help. They have to be in a place where they're willing to accept it. Otherwise, you're just going to be feeding into this energy and giving them attention, because they'll take it any way that they can get it. So they need to be in a place, and you need to be in a place if you're a narcissist where you actually want the help. So that's like step 1A. And then step 2 would be to get the help. Get the professional help. Now, the third one is going to be just to change your relating patterns. So becoming more aware of how you relate to people and how they relate to you. You know, if you're a narcissist, do you have relationships that you are trying to control? And you realize that you're controlling this person, that you're trying to control aspects of their lives. Or it could be a situation, you know, or, you know, even something in the past that you haven't been able to get over and you're still trying to control how you feel about that. That can feed into narcissistic energy. Okay, so be willing to change your relating patterns starting today, whether you're the narcissist or you're dealing with a narcissist. You know, taking your power back in either situation, you're the narcissist or you're dealing with a narcissist, taking your authentic power back by learning to practice and cultivate self-love. That is the key, and to be willing to do the work involved. Okay, so thank you for listening. Mwah, namaste, and bye for now.